So Jason Momoa, who plays Khal Drogo, came back for a cameo scene with Daenerys Targaryen, played by Emilia. Jason was one of our favorite people ever on the show, and very, very strong. And that's not TV makeup. I mean, just in real life, he's just a big, strong dude. Anyway, we're all out drinking.
Because we were celebrating. I mean, we hadn't seen Jason in a year.
Yeah. I'm looking at Momoa, and Momoa's talking about beating someone at the slap game. And I was like, I'd take you at the slap game.
A chance to beat Khal Drogo in a physical contest.
Yeah.
Who could pass that up?
Exactly. And I was like, I'm gonna challenge the call, because if I beat the call, I'm the call.
So David challenges Jay to this game. We've had some beers. It was like an anesthetic quantity of beer.
So we start going, and I got in a few pretty good slaps, and then I missed. And then it was my turn. So I put my hands out, and he started slapping.
I was looking at someone else, probably Emilia, Alfie, who was sitting next to her, and I was looking at them. In the background, there's just this. And after about 10 of them, you realize that it hasn't stopped.
Problem is he didn't miss.
He wasn't missing. And your conversation's been going on with this kind of firecracker sound going off. And I looked over, and his hands were bright red, and he was still going. And that was when all of us decided to put our conversation on hold and to watch this contest.
Yeah. I looked in Momoa's eyes. I saw no mercy there, but I wouldn't quit because, I had my pride. I had my dumb pride.
Making my hands hurt to even think about this anymore.
Amelia was the first to point out the hands.
Yeah. When we looked down to his hands didn't look right. His hands were a lot bigger than his hands normally are.
But, I just thought it was one of those things where it's like, it looks pretty bad. Yes, they look like catcher's mitts with bubonic plague on them, but it's going to be better tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. So I told Jason, I think you won this one.
So the morning after this slap game, I woke up in my bed in Belfast, and my hands had doubled in size overnight, and they now were truly ludicrous. And I had to get on a plane and fly back to Los Angeles, so I did, and I flew back with my dumb catcher's mitt hands. And I finally got home after this long flight and walked up to my doorway, and there was my wife and our baby girl, and she saw me, and I was kind of like trying to hide my hands a little bit, but it didn't work because they were so monstrous, and she said, "You're going to the hospital." And she drove me down to the emergency room since I couldn't drive. We waited for the doctor, and finally she saw us, and she looked at them, and she said, "What happened?" And I said, I played the slap game with Jason Momoa. And then she said, "Okay, let's do some x-rays." And she came back, and her diagnosis was that Jason Momoa had squished my hands.
They got squished.
So it just goes to show, don't challenge the call.